Welcome to Fun and Games Side Quests. Every episode is a different host sharing a video game they love and why they love it.
What's good, y'all? This is your boy here, Adam Gumbert, which is my superhero alias, actually Adam Gumbert here, to talk about a game I like a lot. You can normally find me over on Respawn Aimfire or the new podcast, The Tier List, a video game podcast where we rank things in a seasonal manner onto a tier list. Matt has been a guest on season 1. So go ahead and check that out, and thank you for giving me the chance to talk about Dispatch. Dispatch is a superhero Telltale-like game where you are, it's exactly what it sounds like. You are dispatching heroes. It's a workplace comedy where you are managing heroes as they go out and do their superhero work, and you're just like, oh, a lady calls for, to get the cat out of the tree, or as much as like the city is being attacked by supervillains. That's the main overall plot of it, right? And going into Dispatch, I didn't really know what to expect, because when we got that initial trailer, it was like, hey, Aaron Paul is up here on stage. We're going to do a superhero workplace comedy thing. It's going to be from some of the Telltale devs. We can kind of know what to expect. And I'm like, all right. Last time we got a trailer that was headlined by a big celebrity, we got Crime Boss Rockay City. So I necessarily wasn't super excited for this one. I'm like, I like the Telltale games. I like Aaron Paul enough. We'll see what happens. And this game caught me totally off by surprise. Like, it is, in the year 2025, it was one of my favorite experiences, and I wouldn't be mad at anybody who said it was in their top 5 games of the year. The main thing for me is just like, the story is good, and the writing is good, and the characters are excellent. It feels like it definitely should have been a TV show, or maybe at one point was a TV show, because again, the episodic nature, you have your cliffhangers, and it's structured. You understand that you've played a Telltale game, you understand the structure of what the game's going to be, but they just nail it so well, right? The idea of having this team, the Z team, these team of rejects, former villains, and you're like, all right, clearly these people are going to be interesting, gameplay wise and character wise. And this, the thing is, I actually really enjoy the gameplay. I want to talk more about the characters, because every voice actor in Dispatch is absolutely amazing. They did a collaboration with Critical Role, so a lot of your Critical Role people are in this game as well. Again, said Aaron Paul at the top plays the main character of Robert Robinson, who is the guy that we're following along on the journey. But there are a ton of content creator YouTubers who I'm not necessarily super knowledgeable of, just it's a little bit past my time, but they're amazing. And Jacksepticeye, Most Critical, Alana Pierce, they're all really, really good. Everyone in this game is absolutely excellent, and it's crazy. Obviously, you would expect, Laura Bailey and Matthew Mercer and all them to be very good at video game acting. And then Aaron Paul, he's a big time celebrity. But then Jeffrey Wright, I think it might be my favorite Jeffrey Wright performance in a long time, in the last couple of years. He is absolutely excellent. He's there throughout. Even his little catchphrase has a backstory to it that is heartbreaking by the time you get near the end of the game. And I think Jeffrey Wright is honestly a standout. So characters are amazing. Again, you're in this superhero world. So everyone's, you've got a Batman on your team he's a bat, and he turns into a bigger bat, but he's actually a man who's a bat. It's very funny. You've got your team. You have all your weird, you would think these would be, DC's Batman supervillains, kind of an idea. But this is your crew. You're gathering together. You're getting on your headset. You're like, okay, go out and do the job. I think, this person can fly, so they're going to be quick, so they're best for this job. And the entire time, the whole team's talking back and forth to you, and you're trying to, the mini game, the actual game part, the dispatching part, this part I really, really liked. I don't know what it is. I like micromanaging. I like pretending to run stores in video games. So give me a game where the gameplay is do this thing that's a job. And, I need to upgrade my characters, and this person, figure out if they're the best for the job, or send out multiple people. And all that is super enjoyable. Honestly, if they gave me a dispatching, endless mode where you just do the job, I would love it. But the game, again, is mostly about story and characters, and the story is great. There's a lot of twists and turns, things I don't want to spoil it here. It's very adult. It feels like, could have been in The Boys, sort of, kind of maturity of a thing. There's a lot of sex and nudity and killing and some over the top stuff. As an adult, I'm super into it. But there's nothing really negative to say about the game. If you have ever been like, okay, I like the idea of Telltale games, but I think walking around is a little bit boring. They cut all that out. The engine isn't super stable. On this game, buttery smooth, no problems there. The art is great. The engine runs great. Everything about it. Again, it really just feels like a well put together TV show that they turned into, a game where you do a little dispatch managing and a quick time event here and there. And then the choices actually seeming to make a bit of a difference in the game. There's multiple romance options. You can not romance, or you can try to romance and mess it up, which is what I got the achievement for. And there are, big spots in the story where you're like, okay, it makes a bit of a meaningful difference. Your story will be different. There will be different people around. They'll have characters you won't see from episode 2 to the last episode if you pick one person over the other, kind of a thing. So it's nice that, all the promises that we got of what these episodic, adventure games could be, I really feel like AdHoc Studios nailed it by giving us Dispatch. I don't think anyone expected it to be as popular as it was, but I'm very happy it was. I was very pleased, very surprised. If you have any bit of interest in, Invincible, The Boys, any of that kind of superhero story, but you're also like, oh man, I remember Walking Dead back in the day. That'd be cool if they made one that was modern and ran well. This game kind of puts all that together. Wonderful characters, wonderful acting, great story, great art style. Dispatch is a big surprise, and I was very happy to play it. It was one of my favorite games of the year, and I hope AdHoc gives us a sequel, or they just continue to do this kind of thing, because they have nailed the formula of making one of these type of games. That's all I got to say. Dispatch, good video game. Everyone go check it out. All right, talk to y'all later, and happy gaming.
Do you have a gaming subscription service like Xbox Game Pass or a crazy backlog and don't know what to play next? Well, 1H1D might be for you. Join me, Chris, and my college buddy Tom as we play a random game or a requested game for an hour and decide if it's worth playing past that hour. We go over the good, the bad, and maybe some little tidbits about the development you might not have known. Got 30 minutes? Give us a try, and if you like it, throw us a 5-star review. Try something new. You never know what might be your next favorite game.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.